now we're gonna watch Tsubaki get bodied and Kagome go into some weird dream state where she doesn't know who she is
Mm-hmm.
or what she is.
The parents still want kids.
Yep, that's also true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Hello, welcome to this week's episode of Jared Now Watch Inuyasha. It is episode number 63. I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc Howe and Ladium.
Hello, hello.
We are discussing episode 62, or episode season 3, episode 8. Episode, entitled Tsubaki's Unrelenting Evil Spell. Because it sure is unrelenting.
Yeah, she doesn't know when to stop.
No. We essentially just pick things up after the end of last week's episode. Everyone's still bummed out about Kagome not feeling great. Inuyasha's not having a good time fighting. And they're just trying to figure out what they can do to stop all this from happening.
And a big wolf critter is still like trying to show off his teeth.
Mm-hmm. Moroku thinks he can try and take out the little snake from Tsubaki, and that'll hopefully stop the curse from happening. So him and Sango devise a plan to try and do that, but then it just fails, and Moroku almost gets squished.
I think it's so funny because like the snake hasn't cared about anything this whole time, and then the snake's like, paper. Arr. I was joking with you that it was because the snake can't read.
It's true.
Just turns it into fire.
So that fails, and then they just get pushed back, and then Kagome's also just like in a lot of pain, and she passes out and goes into her weird fugue-like dream state where she's just back home, and no one understands what she's talking about going into the past. Or like, what are you doing? You need to like go back to bed? Are you okay?
I love how her grandpa is just like mad because she didn't say good morning.
Yeah. What's wrong with you? Can you say good morning?
He said something very specific that was super weird, and it made me laugh a lot.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was though.
So yeah, basically everything is the same except like before she fell in the well. It's just like her life would have continued this way if not for everything else that has happened.
Honestly, girl.
Honestly, girl.
Honestly, girl, because she didn't say good morning.
Her friends think she's dating Hojo.
Hojo. Yeah, she's like,
Hojo?
yeah, you know, my boyfriend. And then like, Hojo, yeah. And like, no,
She's
the
like,
other guy. Like, you're two-timing Hojo? And I love that the one girl is just like, you sure do, go for it.
Kagome's just like, what is happening?
She's like, I support you having two boyfriends, Kagome.
And then she gets bodied in class.
I gave her a Midwestern accent for some reason.
No, that's accurate.
She got bodied in class? I don't remember that.
Yeah, because like she gets called on to read the next part. She's like, I don't understand this, and the guy's like, you got entrance exams coming up. You better start paying attention.
Oh right, yeah, that did happen. That totally happened.
It's like, girl, this is your dream world. Why are you getting bodied in school?
Right, like why are you still bad at class when this is your dream world? You should be good at this. You're good at it in your other make-believe school scenarios.
Mm-hmm. So she's like walking home, and then Hojo rides up on his bike and is like, hey, how's it going? I got half of this bamboo bark or bamboo tree. You can put it on the soles of your feet. It'll help with that. Anyways, gotta go. See ya. And she's like, what is my life? I don't understand this.
Is this the part where Moroku and Sango walk by?
Yeah, she's like walking home, and
he
Moroku's just like, I can really go for more kids.
I would love lots of kids. Sango's like, oh, you joker.
She doesn't even notice them. She walks up to the shrine, and someone's buying a sacred jewel keychain, and it is Kaede and Shippo, but as like a grandma and grandson.
Yay!
And then she just passes out.
Yeah, Shippo is just a kid. He's just
she
a little
wakes
guy.
up. He's just a little guy. She wakes up in her bed, and her cat's there, and she's like venting to her cat, and the cat's like, I don't really care about your problems. Just look at my belly. That'll help. And then the cat turns into Kirara.
I mean, like, honestly, that's actually very cat of them to be like, I don't actually care about what's happening, but would you like to look at my belly? You can't touch it though. I will murder you, but you can look at it if you want.
And then I guess she just lives her life for a little bit, and she's like walking home with Hojo, and then she hears the thump of an arrow striking a target. She's like, oh,
Yeah,
I
she's
gotta
like
go there.
forgetting everything.
Yeah. She forgets who she is. Who is she?
Who is
Who am
everyone
I?
else? I
So
mean,
she
then
runs to,
then Kikyo does ask her like, "Who are you?"
yes, 1,000 times. She
Yeah.
runs to the archery place, and with this, the show just turns into Sarune real quick as Kikyo is now the archery teacher. She's like, "Oh, I was waiting for you to come. Shoot this target." And she shoots the target and misses like the
The
center
bullseye.
part of it. She's like, "Oh, you lack concentration. You suck.
Get good,
You're a real
scrub.
stinker." And then Kagome's just like running after, like, "Wait, please come back." And Kikyo just keeps saying, "Who are you? Who are you? Are you me? Who are you? Who are you?"
Which ends up like breaking the spell, sort of.
Yeah. And then she just wakes up and is like, "Ah!
I'm Kagome!
I'm gonna shoot some arrows."
Pew pew! And miss.
She misses, and then Tsubaki's like, "Wow, you're a scrub. If you were really Kikyo, you would have missed your target."
Get
I'm gonna
wrecked.
make you feel pain again. And she's like, "Oh no, this isn't good. Oh, I'm in so much pain." They're able to take care of the snake,
Yeah, it gets its head bonked off. Bonk.
and they're like, "Hey, we did it." But then Tsubaki's like, "Yeah, the curse isn't broken, you dummies. This doesn't do anything." She's still very much in pain. By the way, have some demons. Blah!
Blah.
And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna fight off all these demons, just beheading all of them." Songo throws the boomerang and does a bunch of that. I like how Songo will throw her boomerang and then it'll cut back to her and she's just swinging it around like a baseball bat, just fighting like that. It's very dumb and fun. So they're doing that, and then the snake just redoes its head, and it has a head again. It
Yep.
starts slithering after Kagome. And
No,
everyone's like, "Oh
Scaly.
no, we gotta get to her." And then Kagome wakes up and is like, "Not today, Scaly." And just bonks it with the bow and sends it right back to Tsubaki. And she's like, "Not again.
No!
This is what happened 50 years ago."
Bodied once again, Tsubaki.
Mm-hmm. And then she basically tries to use all her demons to run away, and Inuyasha's like, I could use my sword now.
Winscar.
So he does that, but she's able to still get away, even though like it took care of like most of the demons.
Yep.
And then the rest of them go check up on Kagome, who's real messed up, but she's fine now.
Tsubaki still has like the entire jewel though, which is wild.
Yes. And then there's a shot of Naraku. He's like talking with Kagura, and Kagura's like, "You gonna let her keep that jewel shard?" He's like, "Of course not. I'm gonna go get it when I'm done with her. Are you kidding me?
Duh.
She's not keeping that." I'll let her see if she can get her revenge or whatever. Then I'm taking care of her and she's done. And I'm getting my jewel back. Like, come on. You think I'm that stupid?
I mean,
Kind of, yes.
yeah, kind of stupid.
Tsubaki vows revenge against Inuyasha and Kagome. She's forgot about Kikyo already.
Yep.
And then they go back to the village, and Kagome's like on Inuyasha's back, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, but I wanted to be with you." And Inuyasha smirks.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh man, this is my fault because you were with me, and this is my whole thing." And she's like, "I'm here on my own free will," but like the line read on it was really really weird. So she was just like, "I'm here of my own free will." I'm like, "What?" I know that you're supposed to be tired, but that just sounds like you don't care. It was very odd. Anyway,
Very
and that's how
stupid.
the episode ends, is that Inuyasha
Mhm.
smirks because he's happy that she's there of her own free will.
It's true. You want to talk about some notes from this episode real quick?
Hit me.
All the scenes of Kagome and her illusion are exclusive to the anime and not shown in the manga.
Oh, that's a bummer. Those are kind of fun.
We talked about the characters that show up in the illusion from the past and everything.
I like that it clarifies that Shippo is just a kid and not a kitsune.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
The destruction of Tsubaki's demons is recycled for whenever a large group of demons is destroyed by the wind scar, which makes sense.
Yep, totally makes sense.
And then during Tsubaki's spell, the window in Kagome's bedroom has frames through the glass, but in the real world in her time period, there isn't any.
Oh, huh.
Whoops.
Might be, I guess.
Well, I guess they're like, this is different. Maybe
Yeah.
that's how they're. Maybe that's how they're doing it, or they was just a simple goof.
It's
I don't
probably
know.
a
It could be
goof.
either one or the other.
It's probably a goof. Although I can't imagine a window with no, like, window.
Window, no window.
Window, no window.
But yeah, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Next time, we will be discussing episode 63 or season 3, episode number 9, entitled The Red and White Priestesses. Are you ready for some more anime-only filler?
Woo!
Because we got some more of that
Yay!
coming your way next week.
Apparently, Shippo has to show. I forgot what he said. His phrasing. It was weird.
What is it? His
Like,
reputation.
His reputation. It's like, what is his reputation?
Being a little guy.
Being a little guy.
Yeah, that's all he needs.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, like, that's pretty easy for him to show that reputation and live up to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's going to do it for this week's episode. So if you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonalanimecheckup.com or sac.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA. You can also find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok at Anime Checkup. You can buy our books, One Shiny Moment, A Critical Analysis of Love, Life, Sunshine, and Hot Tubs and Pac-Man on Amazon.com.
Uh-huh.
So join us next week as we find out about these red and white priestesses.
Is.
Is